Hello, everybody. No, that was a bad take. Hang on. Hi, everybody. Hey, Dr. Nick. Dates. I got dates. I'm coming. Live shows, baby. New jokes. I got some new shit. Maybe about 30 minutes now. It's a little crickety, but we're getting there. It's weird. Anyways, December 11th, Boise, Idaho. December 18th, Murrieta, California. And then I'm off to January 12th, Philadelphia, New York, Levittown, Poughkeepsie, New York, Connecticut. That's January 12th through 16th. Arizona, I'm coming. Florida. And then I got to give a shout out to the homie Brendan, this little fucking lunatic. This fool, I don't remember how much I spoke, but I got to wear this. I'll wear this on next podcast. I just already put on my outfit today, Brendan, okay? This fool gave me a meatball sub from this place. It was one of the best meatball subs I've ever had. Actually, I think it was the best. I think it beat Vito's. Vito's is top. It's just like, it's anyways, he brought me a meatball sub and 10 chili dogs. Did I talk about this? How did I not talk about it? This motherfucker brought me 10 chili dogs to my show. I have to headline. I ate half a meatball sub and a chili dog. I definitely should not have eaten the chili dog. This is before my set. I ate all of it. I mean, not all 10 hot dogs. And I'm sharing this with the homie Zach Gish and fucking Reese, that I thought was spelled like Reese's peanut butter cups, but it's not. And then so I just eat all this heavy chili cheese dog with onions, right? I'm literally burping on stick. Like, oh, that was a throat burp. That was a chili dog. And I kept talking about how I ate the chili dogs on stage, and everyone looking at me like, why are you talking about this? And I was like, because I just ate it and I'm throwing up now. That's why. It wasn't funny. that part. Anyways, thank you, Brendan, for your shit. Congrats. He's got a lady now. He texts me, so look how hot she is. I'm not a girl. I was like, don't drink too much and lose it, bro. I'm just kidding. Whoops. I am my mother. I love you all. Tune into this episode. Today's guest is Lachlan Patterson. He is the homie. I fucking love that dude. He always sheds wisdom. We share a tidbit about that on the pod. He also shared more wisdom that I forgot again, and it's driving me nuts. Where is it? It'll come back. Anyways, Lachlan Patterson, super funny. Check him out right now.
I wore shorts.
Fucking.
You're not going to get my shorts in the shot.
Oh, yeah. Daddy long legs over here. Are we rolling?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll start off with that. Daddy long legs. We'll plug that later.
You know what it is?
Yeah, it's a deck.
What is it for?
Deck of cards.
I'm just going to see what happens. Just let him
Yeah. Pick a card, any card. She's a witch.
Then I'm just going to, before we start, this is for you. Did you know I made a coffee table book?
Yes.
I made a coffee table book. So.
I did know this because of, hang on. I'll take it.
I know, it's not.
Because of Utah.
Utah. Oh, right, dude. We were in Utah. That's right.
Salt Lake City. You did Salt Lake City. I did Jordan's Landing.
That time, yeah.
That was fun.
Jordan Landing's awesome. Yeah.
It was so fun.
So
my God.
We're not recording, are we?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I'm glad I said that.
Look at that. This is badass.
So this is a
joke book, right?
Yeah. So you, if you're a comedian, so you don't care. But if anyone wants one, you can get on my website. You download my comedy album, and you press play, and each page is a joke.
Yeah.
So you listen to the joke while you look at the picture that goes with the joke. Huh. And there's and the album is included with the.
Are you a Calvin Klein
book?
model?
And I'm a Calvin Klein. That doesn't hurt.
This guy's a giant. How tall are you?
I'm 6'4.5". How tall is Chris?
6'4".
Yeah. I'd say that's why I knew that.
Giant.
That's why I threw the half in there, so I can sword fight.
He wins. Yeah, dude, this is so funny. That's what I said when you were on your way. I said, if you see a giant man walking, that's my guy.
He's a beast. He's massive.
No, you.
Oh, me. He's bigger than me, isn't he? How much do you weigh, Chris?
Like 265.
Yeah, forget it. He's like he has another human being's body in him. He is another 65-pound man.
You guys were Vikings. You know this, right?
I think we were.
You were absolutely Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
You're both so kind now because of all that raping and pillaging
Yes.
in your
got that-
ancestors.
we
You
got
got
that
it
out
out
of
of your blood.
For sure.
That was dark. I had to. It's for comedy. It's for comedy. Vikings, that's what they did. You don't like history? Look it up. I watched it on YouTube. A man with a mustache told me.
Pillaging.
I love that YouTube
It's the only time we call it
shit.
pillaging. We don't call it. We call it rioting now.
Pillaging.
Raping
Yeah.
and pillaging.
Yeah, what? I never even thought about that.
What is a pillage?
Yeah, what the fuck is pillage? Sounds like oatmeal.
I don't think it's.
Give me a bowl of that pillage.
I don't think it deserves to share the sentence with rape. Does it? Is it that bad?
A pillage seems a little less hard than that
Right.
one.
You raped her?
The worst thing.
Yeah. As long as you didn't pillage her.
It's murder and rape. Those are the big ones.
Yeah. We raped and murdered.
That's what they should call it. Pillage.
No one cares
They just
about.
replace. What is the technical definition of pillage?
Rob a place using violence, especially in wartime.
Oh, okay. They did that.
Yeah,
Obviously,
we were horrible, but we were tall.
you were tall bastards.
People were always like, "Hey, did
You
you
know
grow?" Did people say that to you all the time? People say to me, "Have you grown? Did you get taller?"
Yeah.
Still to this day.
Yeah.
But
Why?
you guys are adults.
I know. I tell them yes every time.
You're done growing. I never said that in my life. That's one of those persons, like, tell me a joke. Are you growing?
Right.
That's one of those.
Yeah.
A less hacky one, but it's still in the same ballpark.
Do you play basketball?
Yeah.
That's enough.
Yeah. They're conversation
Do
starters.
the carpets match the drapes?
Yeah. We all have our sort of what do they call them? Stereotypes about us. And I'm sure you have stereotypes, Craig, about you.
Yeah,
Do you got any weed?
I do. I do. I have 4 or 5 kinds. Oopsie, I'm back. How big are your feet, though?
14s.
14s? How big are your feet?
14.
14. Oh,
So you
well,
guys got
dude.
14s. Here's what doesn't make sense. You guys are like a foot taller than me, and I have size 12s. Why
Right.
do I have 12s?
You got robbed.
I got robbed. I should have. I started smoking. That's what happens when you smoke weed at 8 years old. You stunt your growth. I was 12. I just exaggerated for the bit.
Everything but the feet.
Yeah,
I
I
hope
know.
not 12.
I started at 12. Yeah.
Really?
When did you start?
Like 28?
Well, that's because you're Canadian.
Yeah, no, I didn't start drinking until I never had a drink until it was legal.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I was taking schwaps of whiskey at 4. No, probably because it was hidden. It was hidden around, so we just sneak a sip. It wasn't like we were getting drunk, It's like, oh, it burns. When we were little kids.
Right.
No, nobody else. Nobody else did that.
Nobody.
Okay, all right, just joking. Yep.
What's this podcast about?
Nothing, man.
No?
That's the beauty of it. Ever heard of Seinfeld?
Yeah.
That's what we're chasing.
It's a podcast about nothing.
Yeah.
Is it a podcast or is it a video cast or is it a live stream?
It's both. It's not live stream.
Do we do jokes?
That's a good idea. We should just live stream to the Patreon, and then that's all we do because I can't do anything else. That might be a thing. Thanks for that idea, man.
You're welcome.
You solved my problem.
That's
Have
what
a
I'm here for.
Patreon, and it's hard to keep up. I'm on the road a lot, and I just can't. I can't do it all. I'm tired.
We both kind of, you get people telling you look like Jesus when you're on the road?
Yes.
Me too.
Yes, I had a Jesus candle made. That's me.
Can I see that?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's just like one of those 99-cent store ones.
Yes, it is.
That's not you, is it?
Yeah, that's my face photoshopped on Jesus.
Oh, okay.
Jesus Christos.
You could just literally do this. You don't need Photoshop. You should just,
Yeah.
because your face is on top of Jesus right now. Am I right? Like that's not just you. That's you and Jesus.
No, that's just me.
Why is your face wider here than it is in real
It
life?
was a good angle.
You're hoping for a wider face?
Oh, man. This is good weed.
All right. Well, we should light this one day.
Yeah, what's it smell like?
Do you bring those on the road? Or is that's just too heavy?
It's just too heavy.
Yeah.
When we bring 4 of them, it weighs 300 pounds.
I sold 4 of them, $50, and I had to pay for that in extra luggage.
Espírito Santo, Maria. It
could
is
see.
Christmas. I love Christmas.
You do?
You kidding me? It's not even December 1. You see my household?
Yeah, you already got a tree up.
Lights. Ouch.
You got lights and your
Ornaments, garland, twinkle lights. I'm sure there's a fucking gnome out there somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
do you have you're gonna spend it here?
Yes.
And you
Yes, I'm born and raised here. I have family.
you do.
Yeah, all over these parts.
So you have nearby Redondo.
Yeah, I have family in, I had family in San Pedro. They moved to San Diego, but Wilmington, Lomita, Torrance.
So this
South
is your
Bay, yeah.
this is your hood.
Yeah. Yes, it's very lovely.
That's nice. We don't decorate. So we actually like my lady was a Jehovah's Witness, so she never had Christmas as a kid.
You could change that.
And my family lives in Canada, so there's no point, putting a tree together. But you're right. We
What
can't
about your
change it.
Nino? What about your Nino?
Yeah. Now I have a
Give the
2-year-old.
Nino a tree, man.
I'm gonna give him a tree.
It doesn't matter. You could be just the tree. It smells good.
He needs a home though. On Christmas we're not gonna have a home.
Where are you going?
Maybe to Ventura. We might move. We're in the middle of moving.
On the holidays?
Yeah.
Who chose that one? No.
I don't know. That was a dumb idea. Stupid.
It is what it is.
I never thought of that.
Yeah, that's a bad time to move. It's whatever.
But
It's all the same now. It all blends in. But at least get a tree while you're moving. Put one on top of
get
the
a tree
U-Haul.
while I'm moving. It couldn't be a worse idea, I think. Than
Yeah,
you
you're
know
right.
how we're trying to move out? I thought maybe we could just bring this in.
Ventura, have you heard of Redondo?
I drove here.
It's just
This is where you guys are, and then we could
The
do
ocean.
this every week.
yeah.
We could hang out in your closet.
Ventura's nice.
This isn't a closet. This is an extra bedroom.
It's just it's a closet.
It just seems like
This is
a
a
closet 'cause
two-closet bedroom.
Chris's 260 pounds are here. He just takes up so much room. Were you always this big?
Bigger at one point, yeah.
Perfect.
This is funny. Whew, have we said anything yet?
Yeah.
at all?
What are you talking about on your podcast?
Oh, just nothing, man.
Oh,
Just how are you?
Oh,
I
okay.
love you.
I love you too, man. Anytime I see you on a lineup with me, I get excited.
I get so excited. Remember we finally got that spot and then it got canceled?
Yes, at the comedy store. That was
We're like, man. And then we get one Saturday night, prime time spot, and then the old Coco. I don't even say the word because they flag you on the internet and shit.
what's the flagging word?
Fucking. Something happened,
Mhm.
and then they canceled the show.
Do you know?
And then we were like, oh,
Yeah.
God. It's like being sword fighters, and you get your sword out, and then the fight doesn't happen. You're like, what about? I just
What
listen
now?
to Jizza Liquid Sword a lot lately, so I've been talking about swords.
They should have to find you a new
Swords.
spot.
Yeah.
And they should
That just goes away. It's just, whew, the vapors.
But we're coming along. Do you remember? I was thinking about this yesterday. That a year ago, stores weren't even open, and you and I were told to stay home and not work.
I didn't listen.
You didn't.
Mm-mm.
You still went on the road,
Mm-hmm.
and you got sick.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you did.
Mm-hmm. Only twice.
Twice.
Whoop.
You've had twice?
No. I had it once, and then I had the flu.
Okay.
The flu was worse for me,
Yeah.
personally speaking. Oh my God, I saw God. I hallucinated. I was talking. I was sweating. I had a fever for like 6-7 days. The it only hit me for like 3 days.
It did?
Mm-hmm. And then, but the taste thing was very weird. I was like, oh, this is off-putting.
Off-putting. That's how you would call it.
But then probably the flu hit me so hard because I was weak from...
Wow.
Yeah.
God, man. Just like two different armies attacking
Do
the
fart
same.
noises over that word so we don't get...
What word?
Yeah, because they put they ding your algorithms and it gets weird.
Really?
Yes, it's fucking annoying. You don't pay attention to the censorship going on the internet. You say stuff and it just changes the performance of the clip. Let's say that,
Wow.
It's all fucked. It's really weird. I
So
don't understand none of this shit. You're just constantly battling the algorithm.
Let's
warlords.
Let's work this algorithm and talk about the things that increase your looks. What are the big hop good words?
You let me know, and and then we'll be in a real studio, not a
Babies.
closet. Cats go viral. Cats are good. I have 2 cats.
Cats are
People
great.
love- they're outside running wild. We don't have them.
I have
Tits, sex sells.
Sex?
Pretty women.
Pretty women.
Well, maybe not sex. They get banned from Instagram too. You see those OnlyFans girls pop up and be like, backup account, poof, and
Backup account. God, I'm old.
you gotta get on the gram and look at senseless ass all the time. What are you doing with your life?
I do that. I'm working. I'm living.
Just kidding. You're in the moment. That's good not to be on your phone.
I'm trying. It tells you.
You're an even crazier version. Sorry, you're speaking.
No, you speak.
I was just going to say, I'm not on my phone as much, and you're a next level of not on your phone, which is great for life
Yeah.
and bad.
For
The phone's bad. I'm sorry, guys.
it is bad.
It's bad.
Every morning I wake up, and before I even get out of bed, I pick up my phone, and it says backup failed. Like, that's how I start my day. Just a failure.
Why does your backup fail?
I don't know. Just what a miserable way to start every morning.
Fail. You should get a little. You could get a little affirmation app, so that won't go away. But at least it'll be like, "You are sunshine."
Right. Just have a reminder. Set a reminder that you're not a
You
failure.
are alive.
6:01 a.m. You're not a failure.
You're not a failure. Oh man.
Who at Apple came up with backup failed? Like, who was like,
Yeah, why you gotta send a notification? Keep that in the email. I don't need that on the lock screen. What you just
Yeah.
said really resonated with me. That is because I've woken up to that too, and you're just like, oh, all right, I haven't even chat yet, and you're just
Yeah.
getting at me with that. This
Right
is
away.
unbelievable.
how do we get people to back up their phones? Well, tell them they're losers.
Make them in the vibration of loser all day.
Yeah.
From the moment of opening the eyes, you know you were going, oh,
Failed.
I failed. I'm such a failure that my phone fails on me in my sleep.
Do you ever get scam likely?
Yeah, that one's a good one. I like that. I double click and it goes. Because sometimes it's just a number,
Yeah.
and you're like,
You ever get that, Chris? Scam likely?
Yeah.
I picked it up one time and it was my dad. It was just my dad calling me to tell me that I wanted a brand new iPad.
my dad would do shit like that too.
It was a scam. It's a scam, Craig. It's a joke. I slipped a joke in there. Anyway.
What page is it?
It's not. That's a new bit. That's a new bit.
It's not in the book.
Do you want me to sign that for you and we can put it away?
I do. No, I mean, yes.
Let your lady listen to it. You don't need to hear my comedy. Do you
I
still
love your
listen to comedy?
I watch you.
Who do you listen to?
I listen. What have I've been watching Bill Hicks a lot lately. Revelations.
Bill Hicks? Yeah.
Yes.
Do you think he was on coke?
Yes.
Yeah, I have to rewatch it knowing that I heard that
No, he
was,
got sober though.
He did get sober.
He got real fucked up and then he got sober. Sam Kinison got real fucked up. Said he got sober, but never got sober.
He never got sober.
But I supposedly right before he passed, he was changing it around. He was going. I don't know. That's what they said in the documentary films.
Yeah, sobriety. I don't know. I don't know if it's for everybody. We all think that everyone needs to be sober, but some people are better high. Like,
Yes. Couldn't agree more.
what's the podcast called?
Community service. This is so funny. No, I was super excited to have you on because I think like every conversation I've had with you, you just give me like wisdom. And I want to thank you for that. I remember
man.
you changed my attitude with hosting. I've talked about you so much on my podcast.
You have?
Uh-huh.
hosting is remind them what I believe, and hopefully you're talking about.
Because you
Is that
forgot,
right?
he forgot the advice that he gave. To
No,
me.
I know
Okay.
the advice.
You said that because I was just like, damn, I'm sick of hosting. All I do is host. But it was, it's good shows to host. But sometimes you just want to be on a lineup. And then you said, no, that's a bad way to look at it. You are the show. It's your show. It's your show. You are in charge. You're the first thing they see and the last thing they see. You're in charge of the energy of the room. And then you're like all the big comics that go on superstardom, they all become hosts of shit.
That's right.
And you're just like Conan O'Brien hosts his show,
Yeah.
etc.
Johnny Carson. Cedric the Entertainer, with the guys that I've worked with on the road, Cedric the Entertainer, Daniel Tosh.
Yeah. Just too many.
Vegas.
Yeah, and then you said, it just changed my perspective on it, and I was like, yeah, why you come? You got a good thing. Why you have a bad attitude about a good thing? Because you always want what you can't have. The grass is green, and then you just pull it out of focus. You said something else. Hang on. Yeah, I think that. I can't remember. It was in the hallway at the Comedy Store, and I was like, "You're fucking right."
It's your show. If you take it hosting as it's your show, it becomes more. It puts more responsibility on you, yes, but with that more responsibility, there comes this wonderful pride when it goes well.
Yeah, and I've seen good hosts, great hosts, and I've seen bad hosts.
Yeah.
And they're very important. And you get to sneak your jokes in between, and it's good.
They always put the least experienced comedian as host when
And
you're on
that's
the
the
road.
worst idea.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
Yeah. He should be the headliner.
Yeah, have him go last.
Have him go last when everyone, or during the check drop.
Sometimes it's pain, because that just starts off like, oh, what is this?
Yeah.
You get like,
How's it going, everybody? No, it's...
I've gotten announcements host where they just do announcements. I'm like, that's not a host. They just yelled out the menu deals.
Yeah, no, you gotta, if you're a host, you gotta come out strong and you gotta go, welcome to my show. I hope you're excited to be here at my show. And you take on that responsibility right away. And like, I'm very excited for you. I have a really great show for you. I'm very excited. Just like Carson and Conan, this is a great night. You're lucky you're here tonight because, oh boy, your first comedian coming out.
It's me. Hello. How are you?
Yeah.
I've done that one where you intro yourself. You guys ready to start the show? You guys ready to start the show? Give it up for your host, Craig Conant. Hey, what's up? And just stayed there.
Yeah. And just not leave. Do you do chocolate sundaes?
I've never done it.
Oh, it's all host.
Yeah.
It's all host. Donnell Rawlings hosts it a lot. And it's
he's the man.
When you
God
leave,
damn it.
When you leave, you go, man, that host was good. Like he's hard. He's not hard to follow because the crowd's he gets them so hyped, but he destroys at host.
Yeah. That man.
And Ron
that
G.
man's a G.
As well.
Ron G as well. Yeah, I got to get on that shit.
Yeah, I wish I could recommend you, but I haven't done it in 2 years, I think now. But it's a fun show. I turned down doing their online Zoom one, and I think that put me in the old back of the bus. I didn't mean a reference to how African Americans were put in the back of the bus, but
I know you didn't. That's why I'm laughing so hard.
use a different back of the boat or the back of the train.
Maybe just the line. Just say the line, man.
Back of the bus. But a fun show. I just don't want to.
Oh man. That was my favorite Outkast song, Rosa Parks. I almost said Sparks. Ooh, this good weed. I'm on that Frankenstein weed. No.
What's it called?
I forgot.
You don't know what?
I gave you it's on the jar. I just gave you the sample.
J1 Haze or something like that.
J1 Haze.
Okay.
By Cloud9. Clyde9? Clyde.
Sounds Scottish. Clyde.
Clyde 9.
I smoked something called Trainwreck the other day.
It's fantastic.
Totally true about it too. It screws up the next 5 hours of your life. It is just a crashing.
Oopsie daisy.
Some weeds you kind of just, it's like you're still in the driver's seat, and then some you just are in, the back of the bus.
Call back.
The passenger seat. You're in the passenger seat.
A call back.
Trainwreck sounds. This one, Cloud9, sounds like the Crippler. Do you know you have different words? I don't know strains well, but I use different words. Like there's smart weed, where you smoke it and you think you're smart.
That's what I'm on now.
That's what you're on, and you just think you're a genius.
How's it going?
And then you wake up and read stuff you wrote the night before, and you're like,
oh man,
yeah.
Doing bits you wrote high is the worst. You always think there's hope. You're like there's something, and then just no, and you go, what was I thinking? Idiot.
So you don't write high?
I do, and it's terrible.
But so all your good bits were written while you were sober? When are you ever sober?
Well, nowadays, not often. I don't like performing high. Like I smoked right now, but I have a show at 8. Like I won't take another hit until afterwards.
Good. Yeah, me too. I don't get high on do comedy.
No, I'll.
One time.
I have, and I hate it.
When did you do that?
A bunch of times.
You're ridiculous. I don't think you even know why you're funny. Like what you just said. You just said you don't get high and do comedy. And the next sentence you said a bunch of times you did.
So many times. It hurts. I said the same joke twice. Twice.
That's my biggest fear.
Twice. And Twice. And it just hurts. The sword goes through your soul, and you just sweat, and you go, and you look up. When you seize on stage, you just go like a flex.
Did you stop before you finished it the second time?
Yes.
Yeah, it still sucks.
And I was like, did I just say that? And they went, yeah. And it was a sad yeah. And I went,
now they're laughing at you.
I ate an edible, and then I had like 37
God.
more minutes, bro.
When did you eat the edible? Like before you went on?
Oh yeah.
That's psycho to me.
Yeah, that's psycho.
That's like eating an edible and going like bungee cord jumping.
Well, because I did it one time and it was magical. I got hooked because I ate a little 5 milli right before I went on. Maybe 20 minutes, so it wasn't like fully kicked in, and I had the best set. And then I was chasing that, and then I kept doing it.
Did you record and listen back to the set, or you're saying while you were on stage you felt like you were having the best set?
It was both. It was just fun. It was just one of those in the moment fluid sets where you're doing bits, but you're not. It's just very loosey goosey. And then I can't stop saying that.
And you tried to capture that.
Yeah, and I kept trying to recreate that moment instead of letting it just be. And then I just kept getting too fucked up, and I was like, oh, this is way harder. Like that was so hard. I did it in DC, and I hated it. I was like, oh God, oh dear God, why did I do this?
That's a great thing about comedy, though, is that you can't really. Sometimes you can't really control the energy. Sometimes it's a magical thing that only happens one time. And as much as you want that every time, it's gonna be different next time. It's always different. It's I compare to surfing all the time. Like it's like a wave. It's just no two audiences are the same.
No, they're not. It's really weird. It's crazy. It's just you do it night after night, and they're all different.
Mm-hmm.
And you're always tinkering with whatever you're delivering in the moment to each audience.
Yeah.
If you give a shit, that is.
And you can't say I love this room. I mean, anyone who says they love this room is, it's like Ponchos, for example. You do Ponchos, I know, because I see you there all the time. It's a Monday night.
Monday night Manhattan Beach bar show, bar show.
Couldn't be any more unpredictable.
Yeah, sometimes it's awesome.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a mistake.
Sometimes it's terrible.
Sometimes I should have stayed home.
Yep.
There's a fish on the wall.
There's several. It's called Ponchos. It's got Mexican rifles from the Revolution.
And fish.
And fish.
Yeah, I like the rifles.
Because a lot of people don't know this. Pancho Villa, not just leader of the Mexican Revolution, also avid sport fisherman.
He was?
People don't know that.
I didn't. Sounds like a bluff.
Do you love comedy as much as me? I mean, with all its frustrations.
Yes. The microphone is why we go through the torture.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that the other day because some of the circumstances I get into gigs, where I'm just like, damn, this is brutal. Not all. Some are fucking awesome too. Sometimes I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. But the brutal ones, it's just the microphone in the audience. It always outweighs the bad,
Right. I always say a new bit that works is like, that's my drug. That's what keeps me coming back.
Yes, a new bit that works.
Yeah,
is the best thing.
Yeah, any new bits that are working?
Yes.
Good. Do you want to share one? What are you doing?
I was looking for my list.
Oh. See if you can just remember it.
Okay, this is. I am so grateful that my finances never allowed me to be the drug addict that I aspire to be.
Oh, I love that. That's great.
And then I say, it's kind of hard to overdose when your drugs are on layaway, You're like, I'm going to save up. I'm going to get you.
That's great.
I'm going to get you.
Yeah.
And then they offer me a raise at my job. I'm like, no, don't. I'll die, man.
Trying to kill me? I like that.
Yeah. They give me the Christmas bonus. I'm like, I'm fucking dead now. I'm fucking dead, man.
Sorry. Yeah, I like that.
You killed me. That's a new one that popped in.
I like that.
Yeah, I got some new stuff. It's fun. There's nothing like new stuff.
I'm working one-on-one about how my kid, his clothes are all his age. So it says like on the tag, it says 18 months, 2 years, 3 years, right? And then at some point that just stops. And I think that should keep going. So I could walk into a store and be like, hey, what do you got in like at 47 years? And they're just like, we got some cardigans and
some overalls.
Yeah. And I'm like, I was thinking something, like a cool rock and roll T-shirt. And she's like, I'm sorry, the biggest we got is a 27. Maybe I could show you some corduroy slacks.
Yeah, 27. Might be able to get away at 29.
I got some. Let me show you the brown socks.
Don't you hate it when you tag bombs? But it's so fun too to give a comic friend a tag. That's my favorite. Anyone that doesn't have an ego, that is.
Yeah, I've given tags to comics I won't mention, and they've tags that I believed you could sometimes close on and walk out without even saying goodnight, and they just don't even take a risk. And then I remember one of my dream weekends, I got to open for Norm Macdonald all weekend, Irvine Improv, and
wow.
I gave him a tag, and he tried it. And I shouldn't say he tried it, but he thought about it, and I think the next day he said, I don't think I like that tag, but he straight up
goat
accepted.
Yeah. Yes. I've told the story before, but it's so fun. I love it. I was brand spanking new to comedy, and I was just hanging out, and Maz Jabrani did a bit in the OR, and then I gave him a tag, and I was so scared, but he's the nicest guy on earth. So I was like, if anyone's approachable, it's this guy. He's just got this golden glow. And then he thanked me. He's like, oh, that's great. And then later, like years later, I followed up. I was like, hey, man, when I was a super young pup, I maybe like, this is 7-8 years later. I was like, did you ever use that tag? He's like, oh my God. He's like, I put it in my special. And
that's
I was
great.
like, whoa, that's crazy. That's crazy because a tag, It's his bit, but that little fresh eyes, you're just like, oh, you could say this. Because a lot of times when I'm watching someone I enjoy, they'll inspire it. It just comes. It's not like you're thinking about it. You're like, I want you to say this, or I visualize you saying this little button.
It's honestly, it's like you're in the driver's seat. You can't really see the outside of your car as a comedian. And they're telling you, hey, man, your taillight's out. Or I thought about, just shine up this area.
Yeah.
And
I got a buffer right here.
And you're getting another person's view. And so when people reject my tags or my giving them options for a direction too, I try not to give people tags too much because I feel like sometimes comedians, that's where they like to do them, just like me too. When people give me tags, it's like, well, now you're writing for me. And all of my jokes up until this point I've written myself.
Yes, but you'll always listen to it though, right?
Always, and I'll write it down. But when people give me tags or directional changes, like, hey, have you ever thought about saying, this, and giving me almost homework, but in a direction where I'm like, God, I can't believe I missed that. That's a great idea. I should go there. Then I can go sit down and write it still and not feel like I'm telling someone else's joke.
Yeah.
As opposed to someone just handing me, a sandwich. They're giving me a recipe. Because I don't want to eat someone else's sandwich. Because then I'm going to think I owe them a sandwich.
I got a roast beef sandwich if you want some.
You do?
Yeah, I'll whip you up one. A little toast.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty old.
Okay,
I'll
no,
eat
thank
some
you.
too. So we'll both get diarrhea together.
I can't at my age, diarrhea. I can't. It's too fast. When I was young, my trips to the bathroom were always controlled, slow.
Things change.
You're at the park and you're like, yeah, I guess I gotta start heading home in 15. But now there better be a bathroom at the playground.
I was at this show. I just missed it. I came after my shows.
That's right.
This is the funniest shit I've ever heard in my life. You were mid headlining set or 5 minutes in?
No, I was about mid.
Mid?
I was about mid.
He's headlining Wise Guys SLC, Salt Lake City, and he had to pause. I'll let you tell it. What am I telling?
I had to shit my pants.
Yeah.
I had eaten kimchi I was starving that day. I was on a 30-day cleanse. And so when I got food that agreed with the diet restrictions I had, I ate the shit out of it. And the kimchi for me has always been garnish, and I just leave it alone. I've never actually eaten it, but it's like, it's
fermented cabbage.
Fermented
it's
cabbage.
Very good for the gut. It's very good for you.
I'll bet probably but it's halfway through it, I just heard blub blub blub, and I'm not good at turning an awkward pause into I should have been better at turning it into something, but I was actually feeling sick. It wasn't just I had to take a shit.
Did you get that on tape?
No.
That would be amazing. Comedian almost shits his pants on. You just see your face change. You can see a man's soul change when that hits. You see it.
It's the worst.
You just go. Oh no, I've made a mistake.
And then I had to excuse myself in front of the audience and go swiftly into the bathroom, and then I had to sit in the bathroom while they all tried to forget that. And the manager and the owner of the club, Keith Stubbs, one of the greatest comedy club owners, politely but just waiting outside of the bathroom for me, to see if I was okay, which is embarrassing.
Yeah, you're back to T-ball. That's some little league stuff. I'm okay, coach. Oh.
Stupid fucking night. And 2 shows. That was the first show. But when I went to the bathroom, thankfully, all of that sickness was gone.
Purged the demons.
Once I washed my hands, wiped the sweat, 'cause I was sweating. It was definitely affecting my system, and so my sinuses and shit. So I wiped the sweat, and I really felt like my body temperature had returned to normal, and I could get back up there. But just kind of got right back into it. Didn't even acknowledge it. Just was like, so where was I? like I just don't have any improv. Like I should have been on that toilet thinking about, all right, what's a good way to like turn this negative into
Don't eat the nachos.
yeah.
Just need a one-liner.
Don't eat the nachos.
Whew.
For sure, man.
Y'all have the potato wedges. Wow.
Yeah. Don't use the bathroom for at least 10 minutes.
What did Ace Ventura say? Do not go in there. Woo! I think it's the pate.
Yes.
Pad Thai? Pad Thai?
I think it's pate.
Pate.
I don't think they have pad thai. The appetizer of pad thai. What a dumb conversation. Do people listen to this? Do you have followers, listeners?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on. Do you have better guests than me, though, usually?
No.
No?
No.
Who do you usually have? Just like local Redondo folk?
Just solo.
You do solo? And who sits here? Or is there normally one chair?
No one? No.
Just an
I have
empty
guests.
seat.
It's just like 50-50.
I should look it up. I'll look it up.
Yeah, come on, man. This is genius stuff. We don't need to talk about the important stuff.
How long you and your lady been together?
2 years.
You guys 2 years, and you live in a small place. Do you find that is she cool with your style, your lifestyle?
Yeah, we fight, but we get along.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we fought yesterday. Yeah, it happens. You live
Totally.
in a small place.
My lady and I.
Shut the fuck up, huh? Leave me alone. God.
Where's she from?
I forgot. Marshfield, Wisconsin. And
Right.
She's a
Okay.
witch.
So that's
a
right.
perfect time. Good
Okay.
job bringing her up. We got to plug her Oracle deck. Goddess Hanks Podcast presents Intuitive Magic Oracle Deck by Sadie Olson and Juliet Piper. Let the magic begin. So you just pick one of these, and then it gives you a boner.
You're ridiculous.
I know.
Do you pick them?
Pick that one.
I take that one.
Read that one. What's it say?
It says let go.
Let go
Let go.
or let's go?
It says let go.
Let go of the past. Just like positive shit, You pick one. I don't know. She knows what to do. I don't really know.
It says right here what to do. It says,
There you go.
Take a deep breath, guys. And hand this situation over to the universe.
Yeah, let go.
You guys have something you want to let go of?
Big time. Big time. Let the demons go.
It is safe. Do you ever feel like it's not safe to let it go?
All the time I live in constant fear. Is the rug coming from underneath me? Is that the saying? Is that
It's
how it
not
goes?
coming out of my nose. I let it go, though.
There's tissue right there, you giant man.
There's tissue right by the...
Hey, hand me one of those. I got
Plants.
snot nose too.
Because it's cold out.
We're catching in real time again.
It's cold out?
Shit.
My feet are cold? But this is a wonderful card, and it's got a butterfly on the front. And
Positive affirmations. You rub a little lavender oil on your yin yang and you read that shit and life is good. You know what I'm talking about? I missed.
See, you're like me. You're messy.
No, it's just a trash can right there. I didn't throw that for the sake of it, sir.
My lady, I talk about it on my set, how she says clean things I don't even understand. Like she said once to me, did you spill something in the garbage?
That's where you spill stuff.
Yeah.
I pissed in the garbage when she's in the bathroom, Yeah, I'll throw that out later. Hope it doesn't leak hefty. Am I right?
I got it in there.
I would have picked your snot rack up, bro. It's okay.
Thanks, man. I didn't have too much snot. My kids got snot, though.
What are
Man.
those little snot things? They just will never stop. Constant supply of snot. I have niece and nephew and just the snots.
Yeah, I never thought I'd have to
Snots.
teach him how to blow his nose, but and he's learning. But I've watched him literally not understand how to blow his nose. To here we are, week 3 of this cold that he's had, and still just
Wait, how old is he?
2.5.
2.5. I believe that's how old my niece is.
Oh, it's a great age.
It is. She's fucking wild. She is wild. She broke her collarbone.
What?
She just jumping off heights and climbing shit. And then they put her in a sling, and she was, and then as soon as she got out of the hospital, she took it off. And my sister was like, oh no.
Wow.
And then she kept trying to play, but it would hurt. So she actually stopped. She's like, okay, I can't. But then she'll forget and be like all active. And my sister's just like, oh my God. Just like, your freaking shit's broke, girl. And, but she's fine. She's fine. She's got a little, a little humpback now, but she's fine.
You got a humpback niece. Well, that's something.
Hey, Quasimodo, get over here.
Well, I wish for this. It's kids are, man. They're wild. They're filthy. They're awesome, but
Yeah.
my kid's all his clothes have pockets, but he doesn't own anything. It's weird that baby clothes have pockets.
That's pretty cool, though. They could put a quarter in there.
They wouldn't even know it's in there. If you ever want to hide your drugs, put them in a kid's pocket.
That's smart. Cops ain't certain than that.
No.
Got narcotic? Put it in your
I've never seen
kid's
a kid.
overalls.
I've never seen a baby with its hands in its pockets. Never seen a baby even tap their pockets looking for anything. Like, did I?
I got my nephew a tool belt.
Oh yeah, good.
Bunch of pockets.
It's very cool.
That's so cool.
I got to get my kid a tool belt.
Oh, yeah. they don't, you need to get a plastic one. I got the real one, the leather one.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's older. He's like 4. But the limit is 21 inches, and he's like 20. They're going to have to paper clip it.
This
is the most old man conversation I've ever had on this podcast.
Well, you had me on. That's your problem. Am I your oldest guest?
No, I've had Michael Yo. That guy's 80. I'm just kidding.
That's true.
That was a joke. I love you, Michael Yo. That's my man.
Yeah, Michael's man. He
was in SLC when we were filming a show.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Oh, he's filming his
Apple TV.
Oh, okay.
And that guy's a work machine.
He is a work
That guy
machine.
inspires me. I learn a lot from him too.
Yeah, he hustles.
He's a hustler. He's always shaking and making it. I don't know what you call it.
Moving and grooving.
There it is. He's always
slinging and banging.
Yeah, that fool's. It's just like, I just took the red eye to host the Wendy Williams. I'm back in Vegas headline. It's just like, what? Yeah, he taught me how to travel. That's why I chose Delta.
Yeah, Delta's good.
Delta's good. I'm gold now. I fucking.
It goes up and down. I've been all the way up there, and I've been all the way down. COVID just took that all away.
It's only good for the year.
It's only good for it's
stipulations.
It's bullshit. Your miles you get to keep, but your status you have to keep up. You gotta keep flying, man.
You just broke my heart.
But gold's great.
Gold is great.
You get some upgrades.
Yes.
You get some first class.
Not yet. I got bumped up to Comfort Plus.
Comfort Plus is great.
Comfort Plus. You get 3 extra inches, I believe.
I always, if I don't get first class, I always at least pay the upgrade for.
You're too big. You would literally crush your legs against the seat, right?
I can't do general, and neither can you. Hey.
Yeah.
It's just
exit row,
and
now they charge for that.
That's so fucked up. You're like, I'm 6'4".
Yeah.
What does Samantha need it for?
Yeah.
She's 5 foot.
And I got
7.
I got an inflamed knee, so it has to be literally exit row aisle left side of the plane, so I can do this. But
you put those old clod hoppers in front of the poor stewardess, huh?
Dude,
you just take out the whole.
Man, I'm ready to save people though. I got you, man.
Catch.
Grab that door and just fling it out. Everybody.
You would. You just grab him by the collar.
Starting with you.
Step right up, yes. Yeah.
Grabbing people's oxygen. This way.
Yeah.
Oh man, I do not like flying anymore. I did a show just recently down at Grand Comedy Club. You ever do that one?
No, not yet.
You got to get down there, man.
I know. I heard that was a good one.
It's hard to get to. Escondido. It took me longer to drive to Escondido than it did to drive to the airport, get on a plane, fly to Phoenix, and drive to Glendale to my hotel room, Arizona. Isn't that crazy?
Yes.
Yeah.
What did you leave at the wrong time? I see when I do
Friday, yeah.
Oh, when I do San Diego, I'll leave at noon. I don't care.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, it takes 4 hours and you get there with a different energy and it's awful. I rather go to the beach or see a movie or do and be there because I've done that drive like that.
Yeah.
And it takes a chunk of your soul out, man.
It does.
And then you got a headline and shit and you're like, I
rented a Tesla.
Oh, nice.
That helped.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Automatic. Did you set up the automatic?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a little different.
It helps.
That's a little
And
different.
you get the carpool.
Wow. I guess I want a Tesla now for those reasons.
It's amazing.
I would nap behind the wheel.
I want one too. I want one so bad.
Did you nap? Were you that trusting?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't legally let you nap. People
wakes
who are
you up?
napping, it does. It wakes you up. An alarm comes on and says, "Get your hands on the wheel."
That's fucked.
It wants you to hold.
What's the point of having the Tesla then?
Saving the environment, maybe.
Okay.
I know.
I gotta
agree.
I gotta learn to nap like this.
They brag about like you don't have to go to the gas station anymore, and it's like, well, you still have to go to the battery station,
Yeah.
and it's a lot longer,
Still have to go to war for lithium,
right?
That's why I went like, okay.
We have to go to war for lithium.
Yeah.
Tell me where the
Afghan.
really?
Yeah, where we've been at for 20 years.
That's where
The lithium and the heroin.
you're trying to
Poppy. Dope sick. Watch it. Yeah, it was where the hash. Afghan's got some good stuff. They got hash, poppy seeds, which is opioids, opium family, poppy fields. I don't know, not poppy seeds. That's the muffin. I get my bad. And then
Are they
lithium, all sorts of
lithium, huh?
Every country we're dropping bombs on has something.
Yeah, that's why the Middle East is it's the Fertile Crescent. It will always be a battlefield for something.
What you got under the soil? We're coming to check it out.
Or India.
Better switch that petro to American dollar. Don't you dare go to euro.
Bitcoin, dude. We're doing Bitcoin. You doing Bitcoin yet?
Yeah, I lost money.
How'd you lose money?
Not that much, but I put just a little bit in like 3 things, and then they all went down. I went, I don't like this. I don't like this. It's only fun when you're winning,
I thought it's just Bitcoin. I thought you just put it in Bitcoin and it goes up.
So that's what I thought. It's cryptocurrency. I didn't buy Bitcoin because that one was like 35 grand. Now it's like 55 grand. I was like, well, maybe I should have. But I didn't want to put like 500 and get 1/1,000,000th of a Bitcoin,
Right.
I want 1 coin, but it's so much. So I bought these other little penny ones, hoping they'd, and
55 grand for a Bitcoin?
something like that. What's it at, Chris? It's at a
Chris,
lot.
you got Bitcoin?
A little bit.
Do you have a 1?
No,
Okay.
I wish.
I love that. I have Bitcoin. 1? No.
God, no.
You don't have even 1.
It's at 57,000 right now.
Holy sweet bejesus. And when it was too expensive for me, it was at like 34 grand. I was like, what am I gonna throw a G at it and get 1/34th of 1 Bitcoin? Now that it's worth 57, yes. Yes, I should have.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
He says supposedly 1 coin could like buy you a home eventually. That's
Yeah,
what they're speculating.
for sure.
Right?
Yeah, I heard some article that said like if you own half a Bitcoin, that in 20 years you'll be one of the wealthiest 1% of the world.
Wow.
Well, I need to get work.
I'll get a Bitcoin.
I need a Bitcoin. That's a lot. I'd rather buy gold. I want to buy gold.
Gold. You know the difference between Bitcoin and gold? There's no signs outside businesses saying
We buy Bitcoin.
we buy Bitcoin. Yeah.
Yeah.
No one's buying it.
I'll take my money to precious metals, thank you.
No one's buying your Bitcoin, but people want to buy your gold.
I bought Dogecoin, Shiba Inu.
You said
Which one did you tell me to buy? The card. What's that? Ethereum.
Ethereum,
No, the one that you. What was the one you bought?
VeChain.
Yeah, I bought that sucker.
And it went down?
They all went down. The only one I'm up at is Dogecoin, actually, but the other downs are so down that I'm still down overall. What are you gonna do? I try to jump on the, there was excitement in the air. Let's make some money.
It sucks too that unfortunately it's investing in something that you can't enjoy. I would rather invest in a house or a car or a
Pocket knife.
something.
I agree. I hate that I love stuff so much, but I like a physical object.
Me too.
Like I like collecting
Yeah.
shit. It's fun. I like that tape measure brings me joy. I swear to God. I had a plastic piece of shit and I bought the little metal Stanley one, which is still cheap.
Yeah.
But it just made me, it was like, this is not the dollar store tape measure now.
It's a classic tape measure looking. That's a classic looking tape measure.
Yeah, I was just about to say, chuck that over here. Stanley. Look at that.
16-inch power lock.
Every dad with fat thumbs owned one of those. Every dad on planet Earth. That's the small one. I didn't need the big old honker. But
how far do you think it'll go before it breaks?
Oh, come on, man.
Take a guess.
That was $6.99.
Take a guess. I'm gonna say
feet.
Yeah, but before it.
Oh,
so I'm gonna pull it out.
Gotcha.
At what point do you think it'll
meant
fall?
Like I'm gonna break your shit. Okay, I'm gonna guess 4 feet. It'll make it to 4 feet.
All right, I'm gonna say 6.
Jesus.
There's 2.
Oh no, I should have said 5.
There's 3. No, I think you're probably right, dude. I'm gonna go right to 4.
You're putting your finger on it.
Your finger gets to go on it. No?
Okay.
How else am I gonna control it?
All right. You're right.
I'm stopping it from going back in. All right, there's 4.
This suspense is killing me now. This is like,
I don't think it's gonna make it to 5. I'm gonna rest. Yeah. All right.
Boner alert.
Okay, here's 5 feet. Ready? Oh man, it's not gonna make it to 5.
Ooh.
4 foot. Like
isn't that
8.
satisfying? I fucking love tools. That's what I got my nephew. I got him a real Craftsman little tool bag with real tools, none of that plastic bullshit.
I agree.
Then I got him a mini ratchet set, the tiny ones for like
love
the
that.
little metric. And then is the cat coming in? Oh, mister, get over here. And then I got him a tool belt. And so he's ready because he was born on Christmas.
That's a great gift. My kid gets into my tools all the time.
It's so fun. Now he's got his own hammer to break shit. Oh, he's going to run amok. Mister, come on. Get on the camera.
Your cat's name's Mr.?
Mr. Cat.
Mr. Cat.
Shut the door and lock him in.
He doesn't want to stay.
You're stuck now,
He's like,
bro.
oh, there's too many big guys in here.
Now you can't leave. Mister, come here.
Giant feet.
Come here. Come on. Come here, you son of a bitch. You're going to get over
There's
here
like
whether you like it.
50 inches of feet here. Oh, he's just knocking.
My headphones got stuck.
You got any shows coming up?
Yes.
Look at me, I'm trying to run your
Thank you.
podcast.
Thank you. That's good, man. December 11th, Boise, Idaho. Yeah. December 18th. No, Egyptian Theater.
Ooh,
I know.
nice.
That's crazy. And then a coffee shop. God gives you a theater, then you put you right down here. The coffee shops. I've done it before. It's a super fun show.
Where's that?
It's Marietta. It's the one I tried to book you for.
Marietta, California.
Yeah. December 18th. Ticket link's not live yet. We'll get that going. Boise, Idaho, December 11th, December 18th. Marietta, California. And then January, I'm all over the map. I'll do a little promo up top too. Get the dates out there.
Cool. Good. I got nothing really. But I do have Waterford, Michigan, I think it's called. It's between Flint and Detroit. So if you're around that neighborhood, I'll be there in March.
Hit? It's funny it's called Waterford because it's near Flint and the whole water thing.
It's ironic, isn't it?
Still not They haven't fixed that, have they?
I don't think they have.
Oh God.
But
We're great.
Shows around town. I'm in the middle of transitioning right now, so I don't know.
Oh yeah, you're moving, dude.
Yeah, so I put turn the taps off on the road for until I get a home. I don't have a home.
So you're doing Ventura?
Yeah.
Nice.
Probably equidistant to LA as you are.
That's a little further.
How far drive is it for you?
I'm 45 minutes, no traffic.
I'm an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm a little further. So I definitely need a better car. My car is 47 years old.
It's beautiful though.
Thank you.
What is that little
It's
sucker?
a 1974 Alfa Romeo GTV 2000. It is the same age as me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I have a car the same age as me.
That's perfect.
So
That's smart. I should do that.
it's just like me too, you know. It's like it's got its little, parts are cracking. And it does not like getting started up. It's like a little bit, and
But once it gets going,
once it gets going, it's solid. It's just a solid, reliable vehicle, and I know it so well. Kind of like me. I if something's wrong with it, I can fix it.
yeah. I have a Kia Optima. Get over here.
That's like the official car of the NBA.
Is it?
I think so.
This guy.
That's awesome, cat.
Oh yeah, you little.
You totally pet him like a dog.
This guy saved my life, dude.
Yeah.
This guy's the best.
He looks
want
like
some
a
of that?
he looks like a
Look over.
wildcat in the face.
Yeah, he knocked on my door and I just let him in.
Oh, so it's someone else's cat.
Yeah,
Someone just got tired of their cat, and they're like,
I'll take him.
"That's a used cat."
Got a good deal.
Yeah.
Free 99. He's gonna just chew on the headphone cables there till he gets electrocuted. That's the cutest shit I ever saw. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. We'll get to business here. There is a point to this podcast. I asked a couple questions. You did do a good poop story, but we'll do another one. Also, too, any good horrible stories? Any partying stories where you're too fucked up? Like a fun.
I got fucked up and did comedy and woke up in the hospital. Well, I woke up with a hospital bracelet on.
What? Well, there's a story. What
Bro,
the fuck?
Have you ever woken up with a hospital bracelet on and had no idea why it's on your wrist?
I haven't done that one. Damn.
Man, I walked in. I remember I got up from my bed and I went in the bathroom and I looked at my face. I knew I was hungover, but I took a brief look into the shower and I saw all my clothes were in the shower. And I thought, oh, why are all my clothes in the shower? Let it go. Went back to bed and looked at my wrist and saw a hospital bracelet on. I said, Jill, to my lady, why do I have a hospital bracelet on? And she goes, you don't fucking remember? And I had to be explained everything. To this day, I have completely no memory of it. I learned that this is just the body's way of handling this shit. But I got so drunk in front of all of the industry in Los Angeles. It was a show idea that someone came up with that was called Drunk Debates, and 3 comedians would debate against a debate team, like a pro first class, in my situation, the #1 rated debate team in California. We would debate a topic. And so they gave us a topic. I wrote the jokes. The rub is the comedians have to drink. And so they put me in a green room and they said, you're going to go on in 10 minutes. There's your, handle of Maker's Mark. Like a fucking handle.
They said drink it all?
No, they didn't say anything. They didn't monitor at all. And so I had a drink and then they said, you're going to come out and do some comedy first. And I said, all right, let me have one more drink. And I did some comedy and it came back. It was like they were trying to sell the show. So it was at the Comedy Central stage. And oh man, I got so drunk. I don't know what happened. I heard that so the debate team had trophies out, and they to show off all their championships. And apparently, I walked out and I snapped one of them in half.
Nice. Did you win?
I have no clue. I asked, they recorded it, and they have the footage. And she's like, I said, can I see this footage? Because I want to know what I did. And she goes, you don't want to know. We had to take you to the hospital. You were throwing up in the gutter, and we just didn't feel like it was safe. They took me to the hospital. I didn't have insurance, so when I got there, Jill came to pick me up and took me out. But so they had my hospital bracelet on, but I didn't actually receive any care.
Did you get billed for the bracelet?
You're damn right I did.
How much?
I think it was like $1,000 or $1,200.
Fuck
Welcome to America.
Fuck this shit.
And so I got home and I started throwing up. And then for the next 2 days, I couldn't stop pissing. So much that when I went to the bathroom to piss, as soon as I closed the door behind me, I had to piss again. Like, is that insane? So I'm drinking a bunch of water and I'm just pissing, and it's something wrong with me. And then all of a sudden, one night I'm walking through from my bathroom to my bed, and I fell. My whole body, it was like I could only describe it as imagining 5 Doberman pinchers biting you all in different parts of your side of your body at different times, and just constantly just squeezing on it like this.
Ow.
It was so painful. I collapsed, and I thought I was going to die. I thought that my body was collapsing, and I was saying goodbye. And I said, Jill, you're going to have to take me back to the doctor or the hospital. This time, I think it's serious. We get there. They leave you forever. Doesn't matter what's going on.
I'm dying. Sit tight. We'll be back in an hour and a half.
And that's true. An hour and a half later, they came back and said, you have a kidney stone.
Oh, shit.
I had dehydrated myself so badly that I drew a kidney stone. We all have kidney stones, but our kidneys are so full of fluid that they never come out. But it's like a gas tank. If you run it to empty, all the sediment's going to come out. And that's basically what kidney stones are. They're glass crystal sediment.
Now I know how people feel when I tell my urethra stories. Oh, man. You pissed a rock, huh?
I didn't get to piss it till the next day, but when I pissed it, I caught it. I actually ran a filter underneath my piss.
Did it hurt?
The hardest part is actually from here to here. Pissing, it isn't as hard. It's actually through it's much tinier through here.
Gotcha. Oh.
The next day, I'm still in pain. I go back to the hospital a third time. She goes, I don't know what's wrong with you. I said, I think I still have a kidney stone. She goes, take your shirt off. And I took my shirt off and I had a rash. I had contracted shingles from going to the hospital twice with essentially a low immune system.
So someone there gave you that shit?
Well, if you compromise your immune system and go to the hospital, you're asking for trouble. You're going to get sicker.
Gotcha.
So you don't want to go to the hospital unless you absolutely need to. So
the old shit on the shingle.
Yeah.
God damn.
That was a harsh day. Week, 3 months.
Did you sell the show?
No, they didn't. They didn't buy it. I think I ruined it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's a good story.
So that's my story.
And then, well, you did tell the pooping of your pants story. This is a genuine, real question. Have you got a good shitting of your pants, like an embarrassing moment? Bill Berg did one. Everyone has one. Not everyone.
Yeah.
I was surprised he did one. That was my most famous guest. I forgot. I had him, and then no one of super fame. But that's not what it's about, But you did ask earlier.
Yeah, I mean, do you mean shitting my pants on stage or just shitting my pants in life?
In life, in general.
Oh, yeah. I had to shit my pants. I was in a nightclub with my best friend and my girlfriend at the time. And a packed Friday night in a nightclub. I was in my early 20s. I was just giving her dancing, And I guess, in your 20s, you don't really understand diet and how you're not supposed to eat and drink. And, you just do you just eat and drink whenever you're hungry and thirsty. But now at my age, I'm like, okay, we're going dancing. All right, let me just, what time we're going dancing? All right. And I plan my eating around that. But at the time I had just immediately had to take a shit, and it wasn't like a little bit. I really had to take a big one. And so I remember running into the bathroom of a nightclub, which was already disgusting, right?
The
And-
men's restroom at bars.
Right.
What
Now,
is wrong with us?
now imagine a packed nightclub. Yeah.
Just pee all over the seat
Yeah.
always.
There was a bouncer. I kicked open the toilet door, and I remember there was a bouncer with a mop, and he goes, out of service or whatever. And I remember thinking, well, that's it. That was the only plan I have.
Oh.
And so
Oh.
I started, walking as best I can briskly out of the club, and then I took a right, and there's a huge lineup of people to get in the club, and I'm just shitting my pants as I'm walking by them. And I'm walking, and I get to the end of the line of people, and I'll tell you this: once you start shitting your pants, it feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. You just kind of let go.
Once you let go,
Which is,
and you're like, oh well, it's warm and squishy.
once you let go of all dignity.
Yeah, once your
you
pride,
surrender.
once you surrender to
the
the
gods.
shitting of your pants. And so across the street, I remember was a residential neighborhood, and I said, all right. My friend and my girlfriend have no idea where I am at this point, by the way. And I'm across the street looking, I'm trying to figure out what to do. I can't go to my car because it's a pickup truck, and I also drove them, and it's a single cab pickup truck.
Oh, yeah.
So I go and I find this guy's backyard. I go in the backyard. This is at like midnight, and I find his garden hose, and I strip myself down to nothing. I think I kept my shirt on. I had my shirt. I stripped myself down on the bottom. No shoes, no pants, no socks. Like I shit in my socks.
Can you imagine if you saw this from your home? You're like, what is this guy? He's big. I'm going to watch from inside. I don't know. I'm not going out there. Oh, my God. He's getting naked.
Imagine just...
Oh, my God. What is he doing with the hose? He's got mud all over him. That's shit. He shit himself.
I mean, now that I live in a home, I know, too. When you turn on the garden hose, the whole house can hear the taps going. So I wouldn't be surprised if someone watched and were like, I get it. I can't. I'm not going to interrupt him.
You do you. I'll stay over here. Please wash the hose handle off when you're through, sir. This is disgusting.
This is back in the 90s, too, before cell phones, where I could just text my friend inside and be like, yo, bro, I had to jet. Can you mind getting a lift? I can't do that. I'm their ride. We're not at a club near our house, so I can't leave them. So
I mean, you can't leave them, but sometimes,
I would think
that's you.
in my older age, yes, I'm gone. Hey man, what happened to you last night? We had to take a cab.
I shit myself.
Yeah, but
That's warranted.
That would have been warranted.
That's an okay excuse. Dog, look at my jeans.
But I wear your shoes. I shit in them.
I shit in my socks if they're mad at you. I look at my socks, sir.
So what happened was I got as clean as I could, but not clean enough, I'm sure. And
just wearing wet pants now, right?
I just walked back to my car. I could see the truck from the house, so I just kind of snuck over to my truck, and I had a moving blanket in there because I did small jobs in the pickup truck at the time, and so I took the moving blanket and I just put it over me, and I sat in the car and watched the front of the nightclub until my friend and my girlfriend came out, and they saw me in the car, and they're like, and I'm like, and they're walking to the car like, what the fuck happened to you? And they're looking at me weird, and I'm just like, I'm stone-faced, like embarrassed out of my mind that I'm about to have to deal with this. They open the car and they're like, what? And they see me just completely naked except a moving blanket. And my buddy goes, all right. And they just got in and didn't say anything the whole drive home.
Those are good friends. I would have roasted you.
Yeah.
For sure. You shit your pants.
It needed to be. I think they could see how absolutely humiliated I was. And
I would have shit my pants just to make you feel
thanks, man.
better.
That would have been nice.
If pooping your pants is cool, I must be Miles Davis. That's a Billy Madison quote.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much sums it up. I just love you. You plug your book one more time.
Oh, yeah. If you guys want a copy of my coffee table book, includes a comedy album.
And your special.
Yeah, my comedy special got picked up today by Comcast, Mexico, Brazil, Canada, and the United States.
Nice.
So it's called Dark White. It's the special that spawned this. You can still see it on YouTube. They haven't taken it off YouTube, so type in Lachlan Patterson Dark White, and you can watch my entire comedy special for free. Thank you.
Thank you for doing it, man. Check him out. Check out. My merch. We're really bad at plugging ourselves. You notice that? Check out my Loosey Goosey merch. It's on my website finally. I got all that. Check out my ladies Oracle deck. And fucking, I love you all. Thank you.
Fucking yeah.
Yeah, man. And that's it.
Thanks for having me.
Peace.